What is going on, guys? Body Cam MMA, and today we are going to be doing a prison hierarchy tier list video. So I got a couple fighters down here, and I also got our levels of what we consider the hierarchy in the prison. So at the bottom we have the victims. These are the people that are just going to get violated. They're going to sit there. They're going to take it. It's going to be bad. You got the bottoms. The bottoms are going to be the ones that are going to be kind of easy and going. They're going to be the ones that just, accept being a bottom just because they don't really have the advantage of getting to the top, and they just can't really play their way to get there to the top. We got the hood / thug level. This is going to be, your trapper, your guy he went to the UFC to avoid the streets, but this is where he would be if he was in the streets. Then we have the KKK. This is just your flat out racist, your guy who's just gonna, just hates fucking, he's in jail because of his hate crimes, just does bad things. We also have the cartel. The cartel is going to be your Hispanics who are just going to be at the top, running shit, slinging the yay chino and all the crazy fucking things you just don't want to see in prison, Then you also have the Russian mafia at the top. These are going to be your scary motherfuckers, the ones you just don't want to mess around with. They're going to be the ones at the top, just having some mean fists, some mean ground control, just really going to be able to do anything they want to you in the prison. And then at the top, we have enforcing belt to ass. So this is going to be I just got to put him already up there, because you know me. Joe Piper, let's go. Turn the body cam. Enforce belt to ass. He's not going for shit. Come on. But come on, guys. That was a pretty simple one. Of course, Joe Piper's going to be enforcing belt to ass. Someone's going to bring up the fact that, his dad used to pick on him. He's going to be like, fuck did you say? I remember when that motherfucker came after me with a pocket knife. I pushed him across that table and just fucking left. Joe Piper's just gonna fucking beat the shit out of people who just try to check him. And it's not gonna be pretty, I just would not want to fuck with Joe Piper in prison. He's gonna be the one dude, in the corner. It's, low-key, everyone thinks he's a guard, but he's actually in jail because he's just been fucking low-key a psychopath, but he's just, quiet and sticks to himself. He's, the autistic psychopath in the corner in jail. That's all I see Joe Piper as. I just would not fuck with him. Now, this next guy, people are going to be kind of a little interested in where I'm going to be putting him. Sean O'Malley is going to be a bottom. I'm sorry, guys. Sean O'Malley is guaranteed a bottom. And the reason why is just because, Sean knows he's 135. All these other guys in jail, if they really want to hold him down and just do what they want to him, they're going to do it. All it takes is one for him to hold him down, then two are going to be able to rape him, is what Justin Gaethje would say. So, I would not trust Sean O'Malley to be able to try to sneak his way to the top of either getting into the hood / thug level or enforcing belt to ass. So I see Sean just high-key kind of taking it just so he can, just serve his sentence, be a good guy. Unfortunately, just have some bad prison stories when he gets out. But, he's got all these tattoos that kind of make him hard now, make him forget what happened. He'll be like, well, man, prison was pretty bad, but I got through it. I'm ready to go climb to the top. I want to go fight Peter Yan again. Peter Yan is just the best fighter in the division, and I'm excited to get back there and be able to climb back and fight him again. Sean, questions about you fighting Marab for the third time. Well, I think Peter Yan just really beat the living crap out of Marab, and I was just so impressed, and I beat that guy, so since I beat that guy, I really think I have a chance to be able to get to the top and being able to enforce belt to ass. Get the fuck out of here, Sean, bro. You're fucking garbage. I'm sorry. You have to sit at the bottom. You're not garbage, but, you're not a champ, so I just don't see you enforcing belt to ass. You don't have champ qualities. Now this next one. This next one's pretty easy. Dustin Poirier is going to be a hood / thug level. He'll be like, yo, what's up? You can see Dustin Poirier in the corner with, the 5 black dudes playing dice. And then, they come over to him and be like, yo, why are you playing dice with him? And he's just like, what you mean? I've always played dice. I'm from the South, fool. You can see just Dustin Poirier making the ramen. He'll be crushing that shit up. Just fucking putting his hot sauce in that bitch and just yo, you want some ramen here? $3? Bet. And he'd go and just immediately put that shit on a fucking dice roll. That'd be Dustin Poirier. It'd be pretty fucking W. I would love to low-key like watch that as a live stream. He'd be fucking like he'd be pulling up his shorts and everyone would just be questioning him. He's like, yo, why are you always touching your shorts? He's like, I don't know, man. I'm always ready, yo. I'm always ready. Now, this next guy, since we just talked about Dustin Poirier, it has to be Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler is going to be Dustin Poirier's bitch in prison. Like, Dustin Poirier is going to fucking violate Michael Chandler and be like, yo, that motherfucker tried to put his fingers in my mouth. Motherfucker, a little dirty cheater. You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, Dustin Poirier would definitely make Michael Chandler his bottom bitch in prison. Michael Chandler would not have a good time. Like, Michael Chandler would definitely, like, try to fight back and try to have aura in some moments, and then just get completely bitched and passed around. It's just, like, an unfortunate scenario for Michael Chandler. I just don't fucking believe in him. He's definitely gonna have to stay as a victim. 100%. 100%. This next guy, Diego Lopez, would definitely be one of the cartels. Like, he would definitely not be fucking with the... I don't know if the Brazilians would really be fucking with him, because like, oh, you're a little dirty bastard. Like, you switched up. Like, you represent Mexico. Like, they're not going to be going for that shit. Diego Lopez and the Mexican fighters would also probably be fighting the fucking Brazilians, bro. And they would just be beefing in the cartel prison. And they wouldn't even really, like, give a fuck about, like, the hood levels or the bottoms or the victims or anyone else besides the belt of ass. Like, if the belt of ass was mad at them, then they gotta, like, probably, like, take some energy out on, like, the people below them. But I think Diego Lopez would definitely be in one of the cartels. He would just always have someone trying to slime him out, because of, like, his position between Mexico and Brazil. Like, he would definitely get into some rough, tight positions. He'd be like, they'd be yapping like little two chihuahuas in the prison. And, like, everyone else is just looking at them and, like, are they going to swing or are they not going to swing? And then eventually they just fucking they start swinging, bro. Now, the next guy, he's got to fit KKK, bro. Like, Drew Dober has got to be a KKK member. He just slimed out Michael Johnson 2 days ago, graphically. He only slimes out black people. He loses to other people. He's got to be a KKK member, bro. He's going to be like a calm, chill white guy, but like the wrong black dude's going to press him one day for like his yogurt, and he's just going to react and be like, dude, I'm not going for this shit. Boom! And it just fucking throws the meat ass right overhand and just knocks this black dude out. And the dude's just fucking hands out, just cold slumped. And everyone's gonna be like, bro, you're definitely racist. He's like, dude, no, I'm not, man. I just wanted my yogurt back. Like, it would be so fucking funny. Oh my god. Now, this next guy, he would have to be a victim. Ian Gary would have to be a fucking victim in prison. He'd be like, I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to enforce belt to ass and become the champion. and bro, Dustin Poirier would be like, oh, shut the fuck up, yo. Drew Dober might actually win a white guy fight for once, because no one would want to fucking deal with Ian Gary on the fucking prison floor for more than 30 minutes, bro. Ian Gary's gonna try to bring his wife in and his fucking wife's husband. It's just gonna be 3 of them just chilling in the prison, and everyone's looking at him like, yo, why the fuck do you have all these people here? And he's just like, because I'm gonna be the champion. It's just like, they just look at him just like, yeah, let's just beat the shit out of him and take his wife. And like, I could just see him getting slimed out in like a solid 2 days. It would be graphic, it'd be violent, but it would be fucking incredible. And I would love to watch that. Like, I'm sorry, Ian, like, you're cool, but like, just the way you hold yourself is just so fucking cringy. And you just have to get slimed out. And I just see Dustin Poirier, I see Joe Pyfer not being able to stand you. And you're just definitely going to be a victim. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of fucking victims here to choose from. So we're just going to start stacking them up. This next one, I think Henry Cejudo is actually a bottom. I was going to put him in a victim, but he's got to be a bottom. Because I think he's going to be like, hey man, you know, Peyton Talbot kind of kicked my ass. And I kind of deserved it. It's just like the way he was holding himself under his last fight. It's like, hey man, he did beat my ass, but like I did fight. It's just like, yo, it seems like he's definitely gonna like try to fight back like once or twice, and then like after losing like 3 times, he's like, dude, I'm just gonna start taking it. And he's gonna become the bottom, so the bottom bitch is in prison, and it would just be fucking funny as a bitch, bro. It would be fucking funny as a bitch. He'd be like, I'm the triple champion. And then like fucking Joe Piper or fucking Dustin Poirier come over and just like be like, oh, shut the fuck up, bitch, bro. And he's like, oh, my bad, my bad. And he's like, they're gonna go grab him like some yogurt or some ramen. That shit would be fucking funny as a bitch. Now, Hood level. Bobby Green. Bobby Green would have to be Hood level. Like, he would definitely try to talk to Dustin Poirier about potentially sliming out Drew Dober. He'd just be like, yo, like, this motherfucker already knocked me out. Like, I don't really fuck with him. Like, he's KKK. He's a racist. Like, they're just not going to fuck with Drew Dober. They're going to probably try to slime him out. But Bobby Green would definitely be Hood thug level just by the way he fights, the way he holds his arms down. And, like, someone else who would also join the Hood levels, they're just going to be pretty easy picks. Like, he would also be a Hood level. I forgot his name right off the top of my head. Let's see who else I want to pick. Who else would be some quick Hood levels? I think Jamal Hill would definitely be a Hood level. He wouldn't be a good Hood level. He'd be like towards the back end. So would he. Like, they're not good Hood levels. I think Ian Gary would definitely be the top victim. Let's see. Drew Dober. Yeah, okay. I'm ready. On to the next one. We're going to put Colby Covington. I gotta put Colby Covington in victims, but he's on the far right side. Like, I think he'd be a victim, but like I think most people in jail would be more likely to try to fuck up Ian Gary and Michael Chandler. Like, I think they're definitely like the two like bottom bitches of the jail, and like everyone's just gonna have their way with them. I think also like someone who'd be on the same category would probably be like Bryce Mitchell. I think both of them too would be like somewhere around the same category of disliked. Enforcing belt to ass, Ilya Taporia. Ilya Taporia is definitely gonna be one of the little guys that just has his way with some divisions, bro. And it's gonna be pretty brutal. I gotta put him above our goats, Joe Piper. Hood. I think Izzy could potentially be a Hood or a bottom, but for this list, I'm gonna put him as a bottom. Because I think, like, the way, since he trains with Dan Hooker, like, there's potentially a good chance that he's going to be a bottom. I think this dude's McKinney. He just turned out, I think he gassed out last time. I don't know. Khalil Roundtree's kind of funny. He would definitely be a victim because he's like he tries to stand up and fight back, and like his whole story is about him fighting back, but he just fucking loses. So he's definitely a victim. You do like, dude, I'm gonna put up such a good fight, and he does put up a decent fight, and then he just gets slimed out. It's just so sad, bro. It's just so fucking sad. I think Kai Kara France would also be a victim. Um, let's see. Kevin Holland would be definitely a thug villain. Not a thug villain, a thug slash hood level. Because I don't more than Jamal Hill, I feel like. More than Jamal Hill, more than Stevens. I think his name is like Stevenson or some shit. But I think Dustin Poirier is definitely like the hood thug level, like of what we expect of like a hood guy. Like, I think he's definitely gonna be there. Leon Edwards is gonna be a victim. He's gonna get slimed out again. Cheeto Vera is gonna take too long to fight back. Probably put him at the bottom of the victims. Actually, he'll probably go like right there. Derek Lewis is probably gonna be like a little bit more hood than this dude. That's what I'm gonna put it as for now. I think that's a fair organization. Terrence McKinney's gotta be there. Michael Morales would definitely be a cartel guy, bro. Like, he would definitely not fuck with like Diego Lopez or some of the Mexicans, but he would definitely be a fucking cartel guy and just do some fucking freaky shit. I don't know what happened to my computer right there, but we got that shit fixed. Um, let's see. I think Brandon Moreno would be a cartel, but I also think he'd be beefing with all three. I think all three of these guys would be in separate individual gangs because their countries are all different. Lopez might fuck with Moreno. If Moreno lets him in, Moreno might fuck with Lopez because they're both like fuck with Mexico. There's a good chance that he might be able to have a good chance there. Let's see. Sean Strickland, KKK, 100%. Right behind Drew Dober. Drew Dober is definitely the top tier KKK member of just like hating fucking all racial people. 100% Sean Strickland's got to be number 2. I'm not gonna lie, just because of his tattoos, he's definitely like Russian mafia, but I know he's like fucking actually country Ukrainian. But like he gives off that Russian mafia vibe. Thug level, I'm gonna put Michael Page, but he's gonna be towards the back end. Because like he's not really gonna be doing a lot. I think Manuel Torres is definitely gonna be screaming cartel. I think Yair Rodriguez would also be cartel. I think Tom Aspinall would be enforcing belt to ass, guys. Let's be real. Tom Aspinall would definitely be one of the stronger guys in jail, just telling people what to do, telling people how to he likes his steaks or his ramen, or when he wants his lunch delivered to him when he's lifting weights. He's definitely gonna be that dude on top that everyone understands that like he's the dude that you want to be. Let's see. Peyton Talbot, bottom. I'm gonna put Peyton Talbot probably at the top of the bottoms, right next to Sean O'Malley. They're probably gonna go bottom for bottom and just get touched. Peter Yan's gonna be a fucking Russian mafia, 100%. Volkov's definitely gonna be in the Russian mafia. They're all gonna be playing cards or like poker at the table. Let's see. I could see Pavlovich and Volkov probably beefing over like playing cards one day. He would also be in the Russian mafia. A lot of light heavyweights are gonna be in the Russian mafia. Kopolov is gonna be there. I think Nate Landerwill would be the victim. Like, he would try to fight back, but he would definitely get victimized. I don't think he would get as victimized as the people in front of him. So I'm going to put him towards the back end. I will say Cheeto can stay alive. So since Cheeto can stay alive, he's just going to be taking abuse, but he's not going to be, like, fighting back. And then everyone's just going to be thinking Cheeto's going to turn slowly into a bottom. So that's why he's, like, towards the back end of victims. Because he's just not going to fight back. So, like, they're going to be like, yo, are you just gay? I think JDM would enforce belt to ass. I think Jeff Neal would also be a victim. I think he'd be a victim right next to Kai Kara. I think Rakic would also be a victim. He's a Division 1 wrestler. He's probably like a low-level hood thug. Just because, like, he knows, like, how to, like, fight like that. He's from Oklahoma, so, like, he's gonna have that style. We're gonna put Buckley there, too. Buckley's, like, pretty educated, though, when I hear him talk. So I'm gonna put Buckley up there. Dustin Poirier is just like completely like CTE retarded, but like I love Dustin Poirier. He's definitely the GOAT. I'm gonna put Dricus Duplessis. I don't know if he's gonna enforce belt to ass. I think Dricus Duplessis might be low key racist. I don't know. He's just giving that vibe. I feel like Jan Vahovich would definitely be at the Russian table. I think Corey would be like a low-key racist. I'm not gonna lie. I could definitely see Corey as like a secret underground racist. Get Chavez there. We're gonna put Yair. Yair and Diego Lopez are gonna be beefing at the top. And then Diego Lopez has Moreno, Morales. He also has Pau Torres, and Chavez. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Yair, in this particular prison, Yair might be the violation. Like, he might be getting raped with how many Mexicans there are. Oh, God. It's a bad day for him. I don't know. I could see Leon Murphy turning gay. I could just see him turning gay. after some time. Like he definitely could win some fights and like dictate some dominance, but he's gonna get cracked and just like the feeling and just get cracked multiple times. I think this is the tier list, boys. I mean, Borshev, he would definitely be a victim. Alex Moreno would be a victim. There's a lot of victims on here. This Swedish dude, he would definitely be somewhere in the Russian. This Russian dude would definitely be somewhere in the Russian mafia. He'd be at the bottom. I think this is Charles Johnson. He'd definitely be like a hood. All these other fighters are kind of bots, so I'm pretty happy with this tier list. So we got Tom Aspinall being the top dog in jail. Also with the Cool Kids Club, you got Taporia, JDM, and Joe Piper. They're just gonna be the ones, dictating dominance, telling you like how lunch is served, who's gonna be shipping it around, all that shit. The Russian mafia though is fucking big though. The Russian mafia is fucking huge. Like they got some big guys. They're definitely gonna be able to dictate some dominance in the prison. The cartel's cool, but like Yair and Morales. After further review, Morales is gonna get switched to a bottom. Morales is definitely gonna take some dick. It's definitely gonna be freaky. He's definitely gonna go for it. But like, yeah, after further review, he has to go to the bottoms. And like the rest of this cartel is gonna like bully Yair Rodriguez. KKK table. Not gonna lie, they're pretty strong. But like, with how many hood people there are in this particular jail, I feel like the hood is definitely gonna overtake the KKK. Don't get me twisted. Drew Dober is definitely gonna slime out 4 people, potentially 5 people at the hood. Like the hood people are gonna be losing some numbers just because of Drew Dober. Drew Dober and Strawn Strickland. Like that's at least 6 of these black people are going down. Like Bobby Green's going down. Terrence McKinney's going down. This guy's probably going down. That's 3. I'm gonna say Jamal Hill, Kevin Holland, and Derek Lewis. Yeah, those would be the 6. Like I'm not gonna lie, unless they're gonna get slimed out. The bottoms may be getting controlled by the hood thugs and the fucking KKK and the cartel. Like these 3 are really gonna be focusing on controlling the bottoms and just having their way. And like the only bottoms that I really see fighting are Izzy and Lerone. But Lerone's probably gonna be the only one that's winning. Izzy's gonna be like getting violated while trying to fight back. These 3 are just gonna be really going for it. They're gonna be essentially just taking dick. It's gonna be fucking funny as a bitch. Like no one's gonna expect that shit. Under victims, Ian Gary definitely has to be the top bottom bitch in the fucking prison, bro. Like he's gonna be going for it. There's gonna be Michael Chandler. There's Colby Covington, Bryce Mitchell. Like these 4 are gonna get like picked on the most. And then like Leon Edwards and Jeff Neal and Kai Carr, they're still gonna get picked on, but they're only gonna get picked on like every like 1 to 2 days. Like these 4 are just gonna be the ones that are just gonna get violated in jail. It's just not gonna be a good day. All right, guys, this is my prison hierarchy tier list video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.